The California Agricultural Leadership Foundation's Class 42 stems from an array of professional, educational, geographical, and social backgrounds. The 23 fellows of 42 exemplify the qualities of excellence the Foundation's program is known for and has fostered since inception in 1962. Since meeting in November 2011, 42 has demonstrated an enthusiasm and empathy that unites and propels a passion to live truth and take action. Though bold and not content to color within the lines, 42 recognizes the power of personal action to effect change and the opportunities each problem can present. Utilizing 4 universities, Fresno State, Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, UC Davis, and Cal Poly Pomona, the Foundation has stretched the boundaries of the emotional and intellectual understanding of issues in the world that we can affect. Through the program's curriculum, each fellow has been provided the tools to express the Foundation's mission: we grow leaders that make a difference.
Ag leadership has meant huge, tremendous growth for me in many different areas, career, family. But if I had to call out one area in particular, I would say that ag leadership has made me a much more impactful decision maker. More than anything, it's given me the confidence I needed to be patient in the process. I'm much more reflective. I take the time to appreciate alternate perspectives. I have much higher self-awareness and, more importantly, increased awareness of others.
The program's been amazing. It's had a tremendous impact on my life, and I've had some moments where I've been able to look out and try to understand some of the blind spots in my own life. I lacked a certain amount of accountability, and also I was not living a life that was sustainable. I needed to do a better job of that. So my takeaway from it was that I need to have a clear vision in life, and I need to live accordingly. The 2 things that I would say as a clear vision for my life is so simple, is keep my family a family and to keep my farm a farm, and do everything I can to maintain those 2 things with accountability and sustainability.
Ag leadership has given me a sense of a community-forward leadership style. My roles in each different community, if it's my family, my employees, or my actual local community, all need different needs, and how to listen to their needs and to help benefit them all is the new drive and motivation I have with my departure of the program.
Ag leadership has been one of the most influential experiences of my life. Through the personal coaching and various tools that were given to us, I've learned to become a better leader by bridging the gap between my strengths and weaknesses and utilizing the strengths of others around me to accomplish our goals.
Before the program, I used to stress a lot about macro issues in my town, the country, and the world, and they always seemed a little overwhelming. And going through this program and meeting a lot of the leaders I have who are, boots on the ground, helping people every day, it's made me a believer again in that macro problems can be solved if you attack them at the micro level. And even though you might not seem like you're making a big difference, you're making a difference for somebody, and that's a lot.
My biggest takeaway from ag leadership has been the other members in my class. It's been the opportunity to look at issues and everything that we've been confronted with along this 2-year journey. The opportunity to look at it through 22 other sets of lenses and really digest it through those people has been one of the greatest impacts this program has given me.
Probably the most rewarding thing has been getting to know the classmates on an individual level, building friendships with them, and then being part of this great group. The dynamic of the group is so wonderful. It's kind of interesting that it's probably one of the safest places as far as the learning environment is concerned for me, and at the same time one of the places I'm most intimidated because it's such a great group of people and I'm just constantly humbled by everyone in this group.
The most important takeaway for me is around the area of communication. I had an opportunity to examine my own communication style and work to improve that. And then I also was able to work on public speaking and microphone work and just all kinds of things around communication.
My biggest takeaway from the Ag Leadership Program is that I've become a better conversationalist. I've learned how to be a more active listener, how to be more present in conversations, and how to be more empathetic to other people's perspectives.
The doors that were opened inside the program and the opportunities that we got to go see things that the general public is just not allowed to see, whether it's going to Gettysburg and getting a tour, meeting with the Chief Justice, flying over the Delta, going to India, and seeing the Golden Temple. All of these things, you can go to these places, but you can't get the access without the Ag Leadership Program. And to me, that was one of the biggest positives of the Ag Leadership Program.
There's so many lessons that we take from Ag Leadership, but if I can pinpoint one of those lessons, it's the timing of it all, the timing of being at this place at this time with such great people and being exposed through the coaching process of my leadership style, and that's the servant leadership style. In the past, that hasn't been something that companies have really focused on or people have acknowledged as a leadership style, but just understanding what I am and how to better use that leadership style will definitely help me in my career and in my community.
The Ag Leadership Program has taught me to view conflict and differences between people as strengths, and to take those as opportunities to engage in constructive discussion to make positive changes.
Moving forward, it's important for us to revisit the things that we've learned here and to continually apply those skills and those tools in a world that's resistant to change.
One of my greatest experiences has been the realization that some of the conflict resolution techniques that I had been wanting to experiment with were validated through the learning experiences through the program.
The biggest takeaway for me in Ag Leadership has been the piece about self-awareness and emotional intelligence, also about how to exert more influence with your leadership, how to hit the right leverage points. And I'd say probably the biggest takeaway for me has just been the connections I've made with the people, and the friendships and the networking.
It's been a really productive 20 months, but the biggest things that I've taken away from the class have all come from my classmates. You know, we've met a Supreme Court Justice, Deputy Secretary of State, numerous business, political, and community leaders, and I've learned a lot from all of them, but the most important things I've learned are from my fellow classmates in Class 42.
I applied for the Ag Leadership Program because I wanted to be a better leader in the agriculture industry, and I wanted to be a better wife and a better mom, and I've taken away so much more than just that. I've been given tools to help me overcome obstacles. I've been able to focus on opportunities and see life through the eyes of others.
Ag Leadership for me represents a group of people that saw a potential in me for leadership and has given me the tools required to become a better leader. Whether it's through one-on-one coaching, interactions with my fellows, or first-hand cultural experiences, Ag Leadership has made a difference in me and has compelled me to make a difference within my community and within my company.
Ag Leadership has taught me a lot of valuable skills and has enabled me to be a greater leader. And the one thing that I've taken away from this program most of all is that leadership doesn't stay here, and it goes beyond me. And my ability to teach and give that information to potential leaders is one of the most important facets of this program that I've taken away.
And the Ag Leadership Program has been a self-discovery process of understanding that I have the ability deep within to be the effective leader that I always knew that I had, but never really brought it to life. And that leadership is a continual journey of learning and helping those around me step up and lead themselves.
Because of these tools and because of my new approach to making decisions, I'm a much more thoughtful and impactful leader, both in my career and in my family and community.
During my time in Ag Leadership, I've really come to realize that time is so precious, and I've got to get up every day to ensure that I make the biggest difference possible for my family, California agriculture, and myself.
I think back to the first day of the program and how uncomfortable I felt sharing about my feelings and sharing about my goals. And now I think of the bonds that I've created with my classmates, and They are now among the people I would turn to first when I have challenges in work or in my personal life, because I trust their feedback and I know that they're willing to give it to me straight and help guide me towards the right decision making.
Ag leadership has made a difference in me and has compelled me to make a difference within my community and within my company.
I learned how to balance my life, dedicate responsibilities, and also lead with a sense of social purpose.
Ag leadership's meant a lot to me. When I first started the program, I was at an all-time low, probably personally and career-wise. And I believe Ag leadership has taught me to reflect, to process, to assess, to let go, and to move forward. And with that, I'm very thankful for the program. And it's something I will keep with me throughout my career and my personal life as well.
I can honestly say now that Ag leadership has made me a better leader.
And really learn from not only what the program gives you, but more importantly, what your fellow classmates give you. And I can guarantee at the end you will leave a better person.
Class 42!